All right. Yes, shalom, shalom, Islam. Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Yeah, big ups to all my family. Uh, if you just tuned in, first I rise, give all praise due to Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, Lord of all the worlds and boundless universes. This is your Magi, your favorite magistrate, Chaplain Eel, right here in the Philadelphia Interfaith Court. This is one of our video affidavit sessions that we have on the line. If you are new to the interfaith court, we have our interfaith court, which is our ecclesiastical court. We call it affectionately the chaplain's court, where you get the chaplain of your choice to handle any faith-based issues, any family court issues, child support, child custody. And we have extended our services over the last two solar years to also include services of the Chapter 29 magistrate and subject court nationals and members of the Moorish Science Temple of America, the Moorish National Republic federal government. So we had to give other honors to special honors to all our alumni and graduates of our chaplaincy programs over the years, and some of our sponsoring organizations partnering, and also the stakeholder groups, the Interfaith Housing Collaborative, the Philadelphia Home Court, Rasta Garden Community Library and Safe Space, Heritage Garden Village, Poetica Inc., and 76 West Travel News and Radio Show. We like to give them all honors for their support in our Philadelphia Interfaith Court programs and services. And we're going to see if we have a actual person today that's going to come on to. This is our Ask the Magi, and you can always have your claim recorded and aired on television, FM, radio, blogs, and we have direct actions coming up. Vader Bay versus the New Jersey Devils. I'd like to give honors to all of our interfaith court staff members over the years, Commander Farouk, uh, Jay Golden Eel, uh, Sharif Bynum Bay, Sharif Jackson Bay, um, Sharif Prosser Eel, and Clerk Taisha Lightfoot Eel, uh, Clerk Tiger Raven, Chief Advocate Chief Osiris, and Chief Advocate Dr. Poetica Bay. High honors to all of you all and others that have actually served on the court over the years. We'd like to give you your honors there. Within this process, you can always join our interfaith court, which is our ecclesiastical court, our own jury of your own peers. And we do our Zoom court session here once every 7 days, but sometimes we will have intermediate sessions like this when we have family that have to record their video affidavits. And so feel free to reach out to us via inbox, via email, askthemagi@gmail.com. And if you have any child support, child custody issues, issues with DHS, Child Protective Services, issues between different agencies that are stripping you of your rights and immunities, always hit us up. And we are looking to service more areas outside the tri-state area, as we have other missionaries in training, and other folks that are interested in becoming members and owner operators of our various Boondock Saints first responders units there out in the field. All right. So no further delay. I'd like to bring on our guest claimant to the stage. Let's see. One moment. Affidavit. All right. Shalom, shalom. Peace and love, brother Wesley.
Yes,
All
sir,
right, how you
brother.
doing there, brother?
I'm above ground, doing great, brother.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I gave an opening for those who have never been a part of our interfaith court proceedings since the scamdemic, pandemic, you know, thing came about. We've been doing a lot of these video affidavits remotely, as in a Zoom court fashion, and we promote and advocate that you use them for your various purposes, as we have utilized them uh, to help people get out of jail, to also help those same people actually in certain instances win large monetary settlements because of it, all because they just didn't want us to distribute it far and wide. We are just doing an intake at this point, so we're not claiming, to have as much material accessible to make it into a full video affidavit documentary style. How in the future, we would request that you inbox us documentation, court summons notices, any kind of documentation that we can actually help to put into the presentation. So make sure you get that to us so we can incorporate that into the final drafts.
Not a problem.
Yeah, yeah. And so we've also utilized our video affidavits to help different folks to get their cases dismissed, and in some instances get their sentences lessened, because for a few reasons they have public defenders and public pretenders and all these types of things. One, they are always an officer of the court like everybody else that works there. So some a lot of times they're not as anxious to give you the full service that you may have earned or deserve or observed. Also, they have a heavy workload, so you wind up having to do a lot of homework if you're wise, in order to give them something to go off of. I'm pretty sure. Have you heard of that before? Where people have public defenders, and they have to give them the laws that they want them to present. They have to give them certain aspects of what they want, and it's only right. And it's so it's somewhat embarrassing and a shame that if you don't pay for the attorney, that they'll kind of get lackadaisical. But at the same time, today's market allows us to do a lot of self-help in order to bridge the gap. So what we have done is we created our faith-based court system in 2013 CE, which was to kind of go back to the old scriptural ways like Judges 1 and 2 in the Bible, and go back to the ecclesiastical court process that they only abandoned in part in United States jurisdiction, because no matter what, even if they don't show it to you every single time, they have you swearing over a Bible or giving your affirmation over Holy Scripture. So that is really giving you the clue that that is the source jurisdiction that they're really going off of. So we have to do some of these procedures ourselves in order to keep them honest as possible, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So that's what this is about. This is a video affidavit. Is today's date, so-called Monday, so-called March the 3rd, 2025 CE at 1813 uh 1800 hours 13 minutes into it, 6 p.m. 6:13 p.m. And so, brother Wesley, and this is you are affirming that that your testimony is true, accurate, complete, and correct under penalty of perjury. Uh, so motive B.
Yes, I affirm.
All right. So let the record reflect on the record, and for the record, brother Wesley Brennan has affirmed, with his under penalty of perjury, his this affidavit and his statements to be true, correct, and complete. I mean, Ashe. So we wanted to know, a little bit of backstory about, first of all, are you an American? Are you Philadelphian, a New Yorker? I think I heard you mention Philadelphia and New York offline, but give me a little feedback, as a little introduction, as you, as far as uh, your background or where you come from. Are you a New Yorker, Philadelphia, or are you transport to the East Coast?
I'm from Philadelphia, originally born, but raised back and forth with my mother in Bronx, New York.
Okay, back and forth with, I mean, your mom in Bronx, New York. Okay,
Right.
so how did you like the Bronx? Was that elementary, or do you graduate from Philly eventually?
I graduated from Philly schools, but during the summer, I stayed mostly with my mom, co-parenting with my father and my grandmother in Philadelphia.
Okay, that's pretty good. At least you got to be with your father, I take it.
Yes.
Okay. So, and did you grow up in the 80s? What is your birth date?
11/27/1970.
All right, 1970. All right, so back and forth from the Bronx to Philly and everything. Now, fast forward in the last, let's say, 10 years, were you in any way, shape involved in any of the types of activities that the charges against you are involved in or claimed in?
No.
All right. Now, give us a little feedback, as far as introduction, rather, of what do you know the judge's name and the court date and time, by the way?
I know it's in room. I think it's. Hold on 1 minute, please.
Okay, take your time.
It's in courtroom 905, but there's no judge listening.
No judge listed.
No.
And do they claim to have witnesses, or is this one of those technical infraction? What kind of case is it? And is
They
it
do not.
is it what kind? Is it just the state versus you, or a person versus you? What's the caption read?
It's the state. It's the CP.
Okay. Okay. And who is the name of the public defender?
Um, I have no idea of his name or her name.
Oh, so it's not listed there.
No.
Now give
I,
me. Go ahead.
I had secure as my as for the pretrial information of this case, but he's been busy with other cases, and right now I can't afford to retain him. So we're going back to a public defender.
And that was who was that person? That was an attorney?
Yes, it was Sadika.
Oh, was that
That,
one of the more popular attorneys?
yes.
Did it work out for how long you retained him, or how did it go? Or he only kind of did one date?
He only did one thing. Basically, he wanted me to take a deal.
And what was the deal? Did he arrange the deal, or was he good enough to do that? Or they kind of
Was
they that was the deal they kind of came up with together?
That's the deal that came up before him, which was a year probation.
Okay, a year of probation. All right. Now, what are the terms of the probation, by the way?
They didn't give me no idea of that. They just said that they have a choice. I can take a year of probation or take it to trial, which will make it a F2 felony.
Oh, I see. Now, what are the so this particular court date that you have scheduled in Pennsylvania, correct? In
Correct?
Philadelphia,
Yes.
is not the actual arraignment or anything. This is
This is a pretrial
actually
conference.
pre-trial conference.
Correct.
And okay, so at this pre-trial conference, they'll tell you whether you broke the rules and now you were and now you need a year of probation.
Yes, that was the original agreement. If I would have pleaded guilty, but they're trying to change it now and gave me notification at last hearing that they can give me up to 10 years incarceration
For
for
what?
F2 for F2 violation of the sewer agreement.
Okay, so explain that sewer agreement because you mentioned that to me before, and that was I was unfamiliar with that.
That's under modification of the Megan's Law.
So, okay, so you were on the list to register. Okay, you were mentioning this before. They put you had an incident where they found you guilty and put you on the list.
Correct. Wrongfully
And this
convicted, but
wrongly convicted. And what age was the person of the wrongly convicted? Or did they? You said it was about a mother and her daughter, to something to that effect.
yes, the mother and the daughter. So the daughter at the time, I can't recall, was I think 10 or 11, somewhere around there. The mother was in her 60s.
Oh, the mother's in her 60s. So what was her gripe with you? Why was
50s, 50s,
she? What
50s
you
or
said
60s.
now? The mother's the one that sued for you to say that you abused her daughter,
Correct.
and she stood on business about that. But you didn't have any interaction with her daughter. Do you know her daughter? How did that go?
Yes, I did. Her daughter was the niece to my fiance
Okay, so why would she have it out for you? I mean,
because
what
she
and
owed
why
me.
did?
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
She owed me for 2 months' rent was over $1,000, and
What
I
do you
went
mean?
to her.
She was your landlord. You were her landlord at the time.
No, she lived in a housing complex, but she was late on her rent, and they was going to evict her. So my fiance, my ex fiance, came up to me and was like, "Can you help them?" I was like, "Okay, I'll do it this for you," and I did it again for a second time. But she asked me to do it for a third time, and I was like, I couldn't do that for her because I didn't have the financial resources to help you like that. Keep on helping her.
And by doing that again, the third time, what do you mean? Pay her rent for her?
Correct.
Okay, I see. So you couldn't do it for the third time. So when the third time came around, then what did the mother say?
The mother
Because that was
started
your ex fiance's sister?
her aunt.
Her aunt. Oh, okay. So
Her
then
daughter
what she
is her cousin, right?
so then what did she say? She just jumped straight to claims?
No, first she started argument like she wanted to have her um boyfriend at the time or her husband, wherever he was, try to start fighting with me. And started talking nasty to me, and I tried to tell her nicely to please back up from my face and stop arguing with me. I did you a favor, and I just want my money back. I don't want no fight. I don't want no trouble. And she was like, "Are you gonna have trouble?" And we got into a big situation, which the cops was called. Once the cops were called, they were doing an investigation what I was doing, what kind of work I do, and everything like that. So at the time, I was working for Philadelphia Boys and Girls Club. I had full clearance, everything. So and she came up with this incident because she knew that would get me fired from the Boys and Girl Club. Any accusation like that automatically gets you fired. And she came up with this accusation.
Okay, so you knew of her daughter, but you never had any close contact with her, or how?
No, no real close contact. She stayed more with my goddaughter. They spend more time together because most of the time I was working, trying to make sure that my family was well taken care of for and provide income for my kids and my godchildren.
So your fiance at the time, she convinced you to pay, like to help her out?
Yeah, she's like, "Can you just do her this favor, please? Don't worry about it. I take care of it and all this stuff." But I was like,
What
"For
would
you,
make
I
you
would do
do
it."
that? What would make you do that twice, though? I mean,
I did it twice because I had a little bit of money. I just got my bonus pay for the holidays, so I had a little bit extra money. So me being a
so
kind-hearted
you
person,
mean like 2 months in a row?
yes,
Oh, okay. So during like what, winter months, or something like that?
yes. So
Hmm.
I was like, okay, here, I'll do this for you. I don't want there's no arguments. Just give me my money back when you finish, when you're able to. Because I understand it was getting towards the holidays and stuff. So I understood that money can be tight. So I was trying to be a person to help out my girl's family. So I was like, okay, here you go. But the third time she asked me, I couldn't do it because I had prior obligations and I had to pay for stuff. So I couldn't waste money on her.
So when you confront her, or did she confront you? How did that go down? And then y'all just started having a like a little
She
showdown about it?
no, she used to live about uh half a block away. So she came up to the house and asked me for the money. I said, "Why you got money? Why don't you give it to me?" And I explained to her, "I don't have money to give you this month. I paid for the last 2 months. I gave it to you, and you wasted it or blowed it or what or paid your rent. But I cannot waste any money on you because I have bills I had to pay." So I was trying to be nice and explain to her, and she got upset and long story short, filed fraudulent charges against me.
Did she seem to work or be or have her own means, or was it any relations between
She was
y'all that y'all have?
she was disabled. She was handicapped, so she wasn't able to work. She had SSI, and she was smoking a lot of weed for chronic pain before it became legal.
Okay, so what made did you fight the charges? And how it made you find you guilty? They said the evidence found you guilty.
They went over a prior bad act, which I was previously convicted. I was not convicted of, which it was expunged. They used it as a prior bad act, saying that I have a tendencies for violence, for anger manage, and issues. So they brought in a prior bad act and some witnesses, plus when Lynn Abraham showed up in the courtroom for her during election time, people automatically was prejudiced by that. And once
What
she
do you
dropped that
mean,
ink,
Lynn
mm,
Abraham? Okay, I remember Lynn Abraham was the DA at one point, and she
correct.
was a
She
vicious
was
DA
yes, and she was going for re-election.
that
So she
particular year.
showed up right. She was showing up in the courtroom, and when she showed up in the courtroom, I was already in trial. So people was taking pictures, talking, and she made a quick presentation officially off record. And then she walked out the courtroom because she wanted to clean the streets up of this filth. And she, in a quick little speech and stuff, the jury heard it and walked out the courtroom.
Oh, I see. So the jury you thought was swayed by that. What's this thing you had mentioned about some kind of sheriff or two, or I don't know. Was
That's
anybody else
on this.
involved?
This is after. This is what they gave me the violation. Okay. Um. November. I went down there. Hold on for 1 second. Get the exact date. What's the other paper? I went down there in November to for recertification and registration. I went down there. I talked to everybody. Was going through my setup and everything as usual. Then they said that we see you have a warrant for you for failure to register last year. And I'm like, I did not fail to register last year. It's on the computer right now. And they pulled it up and they see, yes, but I still have a warrant for you. I see that you did register, but you still have a warrant, so we got to detain you. And they've detained me.
That's recently,
Correct.
and that was
No,
for
not
what
that.
though?
Violation of SOAR agreement or Megan's law.
Back then.
Correct.
Maybe I'm not understanding where the recent breach is.
Say it again, please.
Maybe I'm not really understanding or comprehending where the recent breach is. Oh, it was
That's what
just
that.
over a month over the deadline.
No, it wasn't even a month. It was a few, not even a week. But the
Okay,
thing
like
about it is,
okay, I
but the thing
got you.
about it is, I never received the change of date. I know a date that they had me preset to go on, and I always go there a day before the date, so I'll be in this window. This time they said they moved it back a little bit without no mail, no verification, nothing. So I could not be aware of the change if I did not receive it or I had no knowledge of it. Under the Federal Communication Act, if I does not have nothing, how can I say that I've been able to represent myself or attend somewhere I don't know about? And under the
All right.
mailing law, I'm not responsible for mail. And the mail comes through the mailing, and I've never received it. And if they get lost in the mail or they put it in the wrong mailbox, I never received it. So if they did send out something, I never received it.
All right. So this will conclude this portion for your video affidavit intake. And I know you have court coming up. And have you talked to the person or known about the lady who's supposed to be the victim? Have you ever heard from them ever since? I can't hear you.
Talk to her
Say it again.
or contact. I was not allowed to talk to her or talk to her family, which was her cousin, which caused us to break up and not get married.
Oh, I see. All right. So all right. So we will follow up with you after tomorrow. We will crunch this and we will send you a copy. And we like to give honors to the sister that referred you. And we'll check into you next time. And in a few days, we may come do the follow up with to this.
Yes, sir.
All right. Be well. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.